Hello guys, sorry for the lack of reviews. I have been busy with other tasks, so I haven't been able to review and update this channel as much as I would have liked to. I just wanted to talk about Kitbashing, the review figure from Jada Toys from the Street Fighter line, using the body of the newly released Ken action figure. The skin tone of the review figure is a little bit darker, but also has a yellowish tint, orange type of tint to it that it's not too problematic, but he would definitely benefit of having a skin tone similar to Ken here. In the games, Ryu and Ken have different skin tones, but it's barely noticeable. So in figure form, you can easily reuse the same the same color, the same body, the same color, and it will work perfectly. So in an ideal world, I would have two Ken figures, so I could give Ryu the body of Ken, but keeping Ryu's white gi, and that way not only I would have a nicer, more accurate skin tone for Ryu, but also he would have the brown gloves that are also more accurate to the in-game sprite. A problem that is easy to foresee is that the head of Ryu is no longer going to match his body. In truth, even in the figure as is, maybe it's not too noticeable on camera, but in real life there is quite a bit of a different tone between the head and the body, even in the figure as is. So I think it's worth the experiment. In fact, we can do it right now. Let's give Ken Ryu's head, and yeah, there's a skin tone difference, but it's not too bad. Let's take the gi off Ken's body. This is quite easy to do, but still we have to be careful not to tear the material. And also when it comes to the belt, at least in the case of Ryu, the belt is molded in white rubber and painted black on top, so it will be easy to scratch. I think Ken's belt is entirely black. I see no scratches or anything, so that's good. Now the tricky part will be to switch the pants, the lower part of the body, because it's not designed to be taken apart. So I am going to go ahead and blast this with the hair dryer in this area for about 10 seconds, and I'll come back to switch them pants. I'm gonna do the same with this one. Well, first let's take off the gi of this body. So see, like I was saying already, you can see a bit of paint missing. So now we're undressing Ryu. Now I'm gonna go and use the hair dryer on both these figures, and we'll switch them after. Alright, I'm back. Let's see if that was enough. I gave them more than 10 seconds. Boom. And now Ryu's waist. Boom. Alright, let's switch them right away before they get cold. Let's see, it's easy peasy. And this one is a bit more tricky. I'll do this out of camera. Alright, so this is after I put the gi back on. This is Ken's torso, Ryu's head and gi, and these are still Ryu's feet that I haven't switched yet. And I think it looks pretty good with the brown gloves and the and the lighter skin, I think it looks closer to what we see in the game, and even you could say the animated movie. Now, there's one thing that I'm not very convinced of regarding this Kitbash, and that is that the connection of the ab piece with the crotch piece is quite loose. This is not as noticeable with the gi on, which makes it acceptable. You could have this figure, it's fine. However, so with the gi off, you can see that the figure is quite loose at this section. This joint is quite loose. This is why it was so easy to assemble this back, this torso with these pants. And it's because there's not much friction between the ball joint and the socket. And that's also why it was harder to put Ryu's torso into Ken's legs. So as you can see, the ball joints are different between these two pieces. And I'm guessing the diameter is different as well. Possibly the sockets between these two pieces are different. So essentially this is not the same mold. At least this piece here is not the same mold. It's a different piece, and they are not 100% compatible. Tolerances are different. Therefore, while you can mix and match, it's not ideal. When you put this torso with these legs, it works, though it's a little bit tight, and I wonder if it would damage this socket over time using this articulation. So personally, I am not gonna go ahead and make this a permanent change. I made a video, I gave it a try. If you were planning on doing a similar Kitbash, now you know that it's not a perfect match. Again, it is possible to do. It's just personally I don't feel like 100% convinced of this as a long-term, solution to a more accurate Ryu figure. And and that is it. Thank you for checking out the video, and talk later. Bye.